This is Matt, co-founder of Metafide, calling in today, Tuesday, February 10th at 9:30 a.m. for a live Supercharge event, as we'll be playing 1-minute BTC prediction games. Good to see everybody out here. Let's see. On my one-day game, FX was the winner, $237. Leaps in second, and I was, I guess, third. What a day for everybody. Let's get into the 1-minute game. Looks like Bitcoin is heading back up from $68,000 back into the 70s. Hopefully continue to build and hold throughout the day there. That'll be a good setup. Hello, Yeti. How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Doing great, man. Doing great. Another day in the Bitcoin world. Let's see.
Yeah.
Is there any news?
We've headed back to peak degen, hovering around 69,420 again, which is great to see.
Yeah.
Where we belong.
I wasn't even able to buy it at 69,420. How crazy is that?
What do you mean?
Because Coinbase is like the worst exchange to ever buy anything from, period. Like, really, in the US, I only have like two options, like Kraken, Coinbase. Maybe I could use some type of on-ramp. Maybe.
So you can't use Binance?
No,
I mean, Binance sucks, but
yeah, I can't use Binance. I couldn't use like MEXC. You can't use a lot of things. But so, you want to buy crypto, right? Coinbase is a religious front runner. So first of all, they'll try to hide how much they're gonna like front run you in like the front page. It'll say like secretly, oh, like there's a small fee and like you're gonna pay a spread, and you don't see like the fee is like, first of all, like $10 or something ridiculous. And then if Bitcoin's at 69,274, you're probably paying $70,000 for your Bitcoin.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's probably like a difference of $800. Like if I went on there right now to buy Bitcoin, they'd probably try to sell it to me at 70. And they're really sneaky. So like you can't really tell from the interface. If you're just a retail user, you're just like, I'm buying Bitcoin. I put my Apple Pay. Okay, like that's all they know, right? Like they don't know everything that's going on behind the scenes. So on Coinbase, I'm like, okay, how do I get around this crazy front run where they're gonna go from 69.2 all the way up to 70? So I'm like, okay, that would make sense to put in a limit order, right? So you put in a limit order, so it tries to fill at that price. Coinbase won't let you put in a limit order if it's within like 1% of like that price, or within like a small percentage. So if you wanted to buy it at 69,420 right now, you can't put in a limit order for 69,420. You'd have to put in a limit order for like 68 something, or you'd have
the fuck? Yeah, right.
68 to buy it at 69.
Wow. I saw so Hyperliquid has like surpassed all trading on Coinbase really substantially. It's like like the trading volume on Hyperliquid is now really much bigger than Coinbase.
Oh, I believe that. There's not a lot of trading.
I was surprised
either. A lot of holding on Coinbase, not a lot of trading though. Like Coinbase is just a place that you go to buy here. And then if you're a crypto person, you're sending it off immediately.
But I mean, that's still trading. That still would count towards the volume, the buying and on-ramping and off-ramping.
But you could do like 5 trades and then, it'd be like 5 times the volume of just depositing. It's an interesting app. All their sports betting stuff. I don't know.
Coinbase?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That'll get them banned in Australia.
Yeah, dude. That's what I was saying. That made no sense. Like you have an app that's supposed to be, your future finances in the palm of your hand, everything from loans to banking to crypto. But now they've added sports betting and these prediction markets. So it's like, yeah, you take your savings. Okay, great. I just got 3% this year. Oh, why don't I roll that 3% over into a parlay, which could possibly make me 10% this year in my account, and then I'll put that back into my savings. And that's a smart way to do it, you know? It's kind of ridiculous. I think I found the key to sports betting, right? All you gotta do is just bet on the team that wins.
You've cracked it. You have cracked it.
I've never tried sports betting, but I think all you have to do is not bet on your own team and just bet on the team that says it's gonna win. It seems like all you have to not do. It seems like every time they're like, "Oh, my team's playing against this team. Oh man, the spread is really good. I could make 2x on this one, 3x. Like, I should do it." It's like, no, that's when you just don't do it. It seems like if you bet against your team every time, which I know you do, so it seems like it works. But you bet against your team, and then
I don't know if it works monetarily, but it definitely feels better.
Yeah.
Like when you lose, you win.
True. But I wonder, how many games go that way? If they expect blank team to win, what is it like? 2 out of every 8 of those games go differently.
Oh, it depends where the odds are on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there is a thing where the house edge is smaller generally. It's not always the case, but it's generally smaller on in raw percentage terms, not just in obviously it'll be smaller in number, but also in actual percentage terms on more likely outcomes. So where it's generally if a team or a dog or a horse or whatever is paying $1.10, the house edge on that is will be less than 1% or around 1% or something. It's really closely priced to what the real chance is. But if a horse is paying $80, the spread is the house edge is 20% maybe or something. It really should be paying up around 100. And it's not a rule that you can guarantee because they dynamically price stuff like that. But it's a general rule is that the odds that you're getting on the favorite is generally smaller spread percentage. Smaller house edge, not spread.
That's a good thing about us. We got no house edge.
All PvP. There we go. Another win for me.
Looks like someone knocked. Did Mehmet play yesterday?
No.
Oh my god, all that.
Yeah, they're gonna save it. That's what Anumi did too. I think it's become the strategy.
Oh my goodness.
I
gotta put a position in the 1 day then right now.
Well, Mehmet isn't in this one either. I would assume Mehmet is gonna what I would do if I was them is wait until the Sunday game where there's the lowest amount of players when presumably people aren't watching and yeah.
I'm gonna have to remember. I'm gonna have to set my my clock.
But also that said, maybe someone wins it in between now and then. Then that'd pretty stupid for having waited. What are the current streaks? Is it? I wish there was a way of checking all the streaks for a pot. The current streaks. I wonder what Inumi is on right now. Did they win any of these? Miracle. Mehmet. No, they didn't. So Miracle lost their one. So Mehmet is the only one. Mehmet and FXS.
Oh my goodness.
The only ones that have a recent streak at least.
Okay.
But it'd be great to be able to get like a pop up that showed everyone like that was on a current streak, hey? And I reckon your streaks should disappear after like a week or something of inactivity. Don't you reckon? So you can't just like hold on to them indefinitely?
Maybe it's like a year. I don't know.
A year?
Maybe a year is too much, but like, I still want to, like, if they're killing it, you know, then all of a sudden, what if they go into a coma for 6 months?
Jesus Christ, man.
You want that guy to come out of the coma 6 months later and you'd be like, he wakes up and the first thing you know is his streak's gone? Like, we really want to do that?
Do you want that? Do you want that on your head?
I don't. The poor guy just lived months in a coma. Like,
I reckon you got to build around outcomes like that.
You never know.
You never know, but at the same time,
holy freaking yeah. Oh my god, yeah, the market just freaking, oh my god.
Dumped.
Where did that come from, dude? That's $1,000 within like the next minute.
Yeah.
Oh jeez. No. Oh no, we're going down. It's going down. Dude, they're messing with us so hard. We were just consecutive up for the last like 2 hours just to hit that one candle that brought us below our support too. That's a big bear candle. Oh no. Well, hello, 67,000 Bitcoin. Oh, this doesn't make me feel good.
I'm still feeling pretty confident. I don't know. Like, it's like I just feel like everyone's so crashed out. Like, you know, like no one is. Like, maybe we're still in a little bit of denial. Maybe there's still a bit more to go. But I think there's a lot of, like, you know, of that real bottom signal anger and bitterness. Which, and, you know, like exceptionally low on the fear greed. Like, really low.
Yeah.
We got to 5. I hadn't actually seen it that low before.
No, they're just knocking out everyone. The problem is right now they're doing 2 things. Everyone who took a loan against their Bitcoin and has like some like 83% LTV, like they're knocking those people out. And all their Bitcoin are making them have to pay down like some USDC and add some collateral to their position. So they're doing that without a doubt. I know too many people who did that. And people who lost their Bitcoin and stuff like that. The second thing is, this is an industry of gamblers right now who, when Bitcoin's down, they sit there at the bottom, you know, leverage longing, trying to find the bottom. And they've been doing that already again the last couple days. And they kind of let it settle down so that people can get comfortable and open up some big positions. But I think they're going to close them right back out again before it goes back up. So I wouldn't be surprised. Like, if we flash down to like 65, you know, I wouldn't be surprised about it.
Yep.
But the issue is they'll keep doing that to us if people keep irresponsibly taking out leverage at what they think is the bottom. Because it's easy money.
Yep. Yeah, and like, but I think eventually they just drain all of the big leveraged players at the bottom, right? Or, well, not at the bottom, but eventually there just isn't heaps of money longing the real bottom, and that's when it can properly send, because it's like you don't have then the sell pressure of the longs closing out in profit.
Yeah, but it's like it's a little different right now because you have retail, like long-term Bitcoin holders who are now leveraging their Bitcoin at this point. Like you have a bunch of like long-term Bitcoin holders who never like would take out irresponsible leverage, who went to like a bank like Morpho or there's another one that begins with an R, but they're one of these banks that allows you to like lend your crypto to get like USDC. And a lot of whales did it, thinking that they were going to buy a bunch of BTC like super cheap, not knowing that it was going to keep going down and down and down.
Hmm.
And it's happening in the middle of the night. Like these crashes are happening at like 2, 3 in the morning, where like you would get a ping that you need to provide some more liquidity, and I think these people are sleeping through it. Also, if I was Binance and I just made a whole bunch of money, would I want to stop? If I'm like, there's more money to be made out here. I don't know. And also, what's Binance's business after this again? Like, they're not launching tokens anymore. The Binance Alpha stuff kind of failed. Like, just be a regular exchange again.
Yep. Hmm. I mean, do you feel like there's many people that are longing right now? Well, I haven't checked Coin Glass, but to me, the sentiment just seems so bad on Twitter and stuff that I find it hard to imagine there's heaps of people doing it. I should just look up Coin Glass, though. Oh, you got to sign in with to CoinGlass now to get like the 1 year data. I can't even remember having to do that.
Me either. Coin glass. Brand new.
Yeah, so I guess like over 7 days, there actually are a bunch of longs that it could clear down to like 61.5 to clear them out.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe 66. 61. That can be hard though.
So you're looking at the 1 day or the 7 day for recent?
I was looking at the 24 hour. Let me look at the 7 day.
7 day and the 30 day both at like 61.5. It's the last big volume.
I gotta log in with Google. Let me see.
And after that, there's like nothing. Even like, you go to the 90 day, the 180 day, the 1 year, it's all pretty similar after like nothing really changes after 61.5. So maybe we do hunt that last little bit. But also maybe it's not a shoot back up. Hey, I mean, you look at all the other ones and it's like flat for a fair while before. I feel like if it started rocketing back up, people would be too convinced that it was just going to rocket back up, and so you'd have heaps of people enter like open longs again. I feel like you need that chop for a while to so people take profits early and don't can't suppress prices much up higher.
Nice. I'll be right back. See, the good thing is if Bitcoin goes back down to 60, I could tell my uncle to buy his Bitcoin back that I told him to sell once at 60.
You didn't really, did you? You know
Yeah. It was
what?
fun. Yeah, I did actually. But like we made a lot more money for a period of time, but then we didn't pull it out and put it back into Bitcoin.
Ah, okay. Yeah, right.
Like where we messed up is like we sold the Bitcoin. So I was like, hey, like you should. I was like, I'm investing in all these other like pre-sales and companies right now. Like it's a good move. And he's like, all right. And then we were like reinvesting it or we were into a bunch of different pre-sales and companies and things were going really well. But what we forgot to do is buy the Bitcoin back. And then we took all the money we had made with that and I threw it all into the Polkadot parachain auctions. And that was my biggest
Damn.
life.
Damn. That is a.
I don't know why, Yeti. I YOLO'd my entire crypto savings, besides the Bitcoin I held, into Polkadot parachain auctions. Like every single altcoin I ever owned, all freaking rolled up into the Polkadot parachain auctions.
Damn.
And honestly, what I thought was happening at the time, I knew we were gonna have a bear market, but I was like, okay, Polkadot, it's one of the big few. If we go into a bear market, they're always gonna come back. And I was like, this is a great way. I'm locking up my tokens for all these projects that are gonna be in the parachains. I'm getting free tokens off of my Polkadot just for lending it for like 2 years. And I was like, oh man, we'll come out of this bear market. Everybody will have been working together in the Polkadot ecosystem. They're going to come out with all these great businesses. You know, I was like, a sure thing. I was like, if I looked at this, who's going to survive in 10 years? I was like, Polkadot has to survive. I was like, there's no way they're not going to. And I was right. They survived, but they never have had a moment again.
They survive. They like clinging on, but yeah, they're not. They don't seem to be doing much. There's no activity over there or anything. Is there?
No.
Nothing's built on it. It's yeah.
But one day, if all of a sudden Polkadot goes back up to $30, like
Oh, it's so hard to see that happening though, right? Because it's like then
probably
now they've lost
$1 right now or something.
Yeah, and they've lost. It's like it's surely it's just like stable or down from there as well. Because like how like what's the scenario where they change around?
Yeah.
It's just so hard to imagine. Like you got all of these like new S killers coming out that are way better.
Dude, it upsets me so much because I talked to all the founders. There was not an ecosystem that was as connected, that had so many resources and so many intelligent people working on similar problems. And like that community, all the founders were really connected with each other. Like I would go to like several Polkadot events and meetups and meet all the companies I was investing in and like have conversations and see everyone working together on these problems. And like I was convinced that I'd never seen the ecosystem like that, and I didn't at the time.
Yep. Hoi, big win for me.
No, I swear, the Polkadot only messed up when they sold test chains in the parachain auctions. I think everything would have been fine if they didn't do that.
Well, they sold what? Sorry.
Test chains. So they had their regular parachains for the Polkadot security like integration, but then they also had security integrations into Kusama, which was Polkadot's test chain. And then every single company that had a parachain had a test chain company. And then for some reason, some of the test chain companies beat out some of the parachain companies, and they were only supposed to be on testnet. So it's like, okay, why are we investing in a project that's literally only a testnet?
Yeah, right. I've heard the Mega ETH mainnet has gone live, and I've not heard much good things about it said.
That's too bad though. I want to see those guys do well. I want to see.
Same, yeah.
What they were showing though, I was a little suspicious. I was like, that is really difficult what they're doing.
Oh, so it's not. Sorry, people aren't saying that it's like slower than what they said or anything. They're just saying that there's nothing on it. So they've released this main net that's just like a dead space.
Mm.
And so everyone's like looking for something to do, and there ain't nothing to do.
Hmm. Been watching the Olympics, Yeti?
Like the Winter Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, we don't. It's not really a thing in Australia.
What?
It's like, yeah, everyone gets so into the Olympics, but the Winter Olympics are like such a non-event.
What? You guys definitely have a bunch of Australian like snowboarders.
Nah, I don't think we win any. I don't think we win anything though. Like we might have, we like would put competitors in, but like I don't think there's like we'd win like a couple of medals or something maybe in the whole thing.
Hmm.
I mean, where would they practice? They'd have to be living somewhere else to like practice.
Yeah, usually they do though. They'll live in like a mountain town.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the athletes too. Like for example, like it'll be like the girl who's skiing for the Chinese freestyle team. She's like her parents are from China, but they live in Canada. She trains in the U.S., goes to school in Stanford, but is like
Yeah.
skiing.
Right. Yeah. We did have one of the greatest Olympic wins though at a Winter Olympics. Do you remember the Stephen Bradbury race?
Mm, seems familiar. What year was that?
Maybe like I don't know, like 2006 or something, maybe 2002. One of those, I think. But I could be way off as well. Hang on, I'll Google it.
The guy looks
But
like
it
he's
is
right out of the 2000s.
fantastic. 2002.
Yeah,
It is like the best, one of the best sporting moments I've ever seen.
say with some hair like that, guy's got to be a 2000 guy.
Yeah, he looks so 2000. Holy crap! Wow. And the eyebrow piercing there. Wow. But you should watch the race.
All right, I'll check it out.
Like how he wins is pretty much the only way that Australians are going to win races at the Winter Olympics.
I don't really care about the Olympics now that the enhanced games exist.
Well, yeah, I haven't actually seen anything from them, and I know the idea of it, but I haven't.
Yeah, now that I think about it, now that like Peter Thiel, you know, Mr. Creeper, over there, he's the biggest investor in the enhanced games, and supposedly he created it behind the scenes, right? At first I just thought they were using anabolics, but now that you hear about Peter Thiel on meeting up with Mr. Epstein, maybe his team members are using something a little different in the in the enhanced games, because there's no rules, right? Like you could use whatever. Like, what if some guys are using anabolics and some guys are using I don't know, some weird dark stuff. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he's like, yeah, this person's using medical grade testosterone made from a potato, and this person's using real human grade testosterone extracted right from a human. I don't know, man. Kind of sounds pretty sick. It sounds like he's opening us to a world where we're okay with genetically modified experiments competing against each other.
I mean, I'm okay with that in a sense. Like it's like I don't believe in the whole that thing, the Epstein adrenaline thing that we were talking about the other day. I don't buy into that, but
Mr. Thiel,
I don't have a massive problem with genetic modification as a general thing, and like you want to watch people that are like sick at what they're doing, competing, and they'd probably be pretty sick at what they do.
Yeah. No, I think the enhanced games thesis is interesting. Humans at the top of their ability beyond any genetic modification. Like, there's no rules. And you can see like what the human body can really do or take.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it feels more exploitative in a way though as well. It's like like you're kind of letting people like really fuck themselves up over a very short period of time to win. I mean, I don't think it's like a huge issue, because it's like, as long as it's not like getting like encouraging like poor people from third world countries to do it as a way out, as long as it's just people chasing fame or glory or whatever. It's not like the exploitation is pretty low, I think. But
yeah. So I've been looking into it a little bit, because I'm trying to figure out like, okay, like how much are they enhancing themselves, like really what's going on. And it seems like the first time they did it, they overdid it a little bit, because like they also have they need to keep the athlete healthy, so they like go to a doctor and get all these blood tests. It seems like the first athlete, they overdid it, where he put on too much muscle and he was on too many substances, to where it actually slowed his body down and made him less efficient, and he had a worse time in the race because he had too much muscle on. And there's a lot of it too. It's like, technically, like these things shouldn't be able to be used in high level sports, because usually like those types of things put a ton of strain on the heart, and they affect like your cardiovascular system. And so usually those people are less efficient at doing cardio work when you have that type of muscle, or you're using like those types of like anabolics, because they put strain on your heart, they thicken up people's blood. So, and that's like,
but then why ban them?
Well, I know that from UFC. So like the UFC guys, like, yeah, they used to be juiced up back in the day, but they weren't juiced when they were fighting, because if they were juiced when they're fighting, you literally like too much blood is going to your muscles and body, and your cardiovascular system just like taps out. Like, you don't have the stamina. So a lot of UFC fighters wouldn't do it like during the period of time, because it makes them, tired and not as good of a fighter. So like they would train and then they would come off, and so they would still be pretty ripped and jacked, right? So they still.
But
do
can they smoke a meth pipe before they get up on, like surely stuff like that where you're like just that like mad adrenaline, like I don't know, surely.
Yeah. So the whole thing is it like technically like it would hurt you as an athlete because amphetamines are vascular restrictors. And so if someone was to smoke methamphetamine and then try to run, their veins aren't as dilated. So they're getting less
Couldn't
oxygen.
they have some? Couldn't they take something else to counteract that element of it, and
Yeah,
like have the part that just makes them like.
yeah. So that's the thing that like Neil Armstrong did, or not Neil Armstrong, Lance, the biker. They took like something that allowed their blood to carry more oxygen through it. And because your blood's carrying more oxygen, you don't get tired as fast.
Yep.
And so he was using something like that. So yeah, there's ways to like counter interact it. But now that just becomes dangerous because now your blood is carrying like more oxygen than it's supposed to. And now your body's restricting its cells. Your heart rate's probably increased. Like,
Oh, I reckon it'd be super dangerous. But like, also, like, what's the point of this game if it's not to like, get the best concoction you can together?
Yeah.
To
they're probably using that stuff now. Which is called EPO.
Also, it would be very funny to see like a lineup, track and field, all smoking a meth pipe before the race.
Yeah. That'd be pretty freaking crazy.
They probably wouldn't smoke it, but whatever, on a tablet of.
I wouldn't put it past them, like if someone injects like an EpiPen into themselves or something, like pure adrenaline. Like that's pure epinephrine, which would give them a boost. Wow, we were right on the price prediction for this one. Let's see, is there any news going on today in the market? Bitcoin's down 44% from its peak.
Yeah. Which compared to other like cycles, still got a ways to go then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I think there's a bunch of reasons as to why it's not going to do that this time. I don't know. Like around 50 seems like the absolute minimum to me. It's like the.
I think we're definitely going lower because I feel like we haven't heard any big buys from anyone yet.
I know you've got Sailor buying it at like OTC at like way more than what it's worth at the time he's buying it. He bought last week for 78K for each Bitcoin.
What?
So he was buying it, yeah, like at an instantaneous. He was like instantly $10 million in loss from his buy last week. Like, so he's like, obviously, he's prepared to do that. And it feels like he's intentionally keeping it. Like, like if he wanted to pump the price up, he could just buy that, not OTC.
Hmm.
But he's keeping it low so he can keep accumulating.
I wonder how long our mining facilities can hold, though.
As in, like, because they're running at a loss now of electricity.
Mm-hmm.
But it will work out in the sense that, like,
Yeah,
some
when
will
it
just shut
back.
down.
Yeah, but you know,
Sorry.
that's bad either. Shutting down is terrifying. Because you have all that infrastructure now, you have all this debt that you have on top of it. Like, you probably have loans to pay
Yep.
back every single month. Like, terrifying. Like,
Yep.
you just gotta keep trying to get some Bitcoin out and just go into the losses and then just hope that everything comes back.
Why would you mine it as an electricity loss, though? Surely you would stop. Because you could just buy the Bitcoin for there's like
But
unless there
also,
was like a
to stop with electricity, like you still have all the equipment that you own, right? Like you still have like whatever the land that you
but,
own.
but I
Like,
don't think that's even factored into those costs. The cost to mine. I think they're electricity costs to mine, aren't they?
yeah, the electricity cost is usually the most expensive thing over the period of time. But like, you still are going to be using some electricity, I think, if you turn that off, and then you still
Okay.
have all that overhead to pay. That like you
Yep.
still need to make money somehow, and so it's best just to keep it running, and then hope it like comes back. Because then you actually made the money during that time to pay for everything. And then it wasn't dumb because if Bitcoin comes back, then you mined a bunch of Bitcoin still. As long as it's over $90,000 again, it makes sense. But it is scary because it's like, how long can they last? And, what do they need to pay down this month? How thin did they leverage themselves? Oh my God, yeah, we got 220K on that one video that Lorenzo posted.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
So good.
Yeah. Today I get my tattoo. My Metafide
No
tattoo.
way.
Yeah.
Where are you getting it?
I don't know. I might do it on my leg, but or maybe on my arm somewhere. I don't know. I have to make it visible for the video though too.
I reckon face, like one down and one up,
Yeah,
like above and below the eye.
that'll be pretty good. Leroy Jenkins. league in this one. Eight minutes left. Blockchain being on the 6x, Ace on the 4. Hot day today. Back up to 69.
And a few big candles there. Hey,
Yeah, we had that bullwhick and then right back up ever since. Right back where we started before we fell. Breaking this would be really good for us. Oh, no, it's coming back down. What are all these visualizations for AI agents? Like
All of
that's
these what?
the visualization for AI agents. Like that's their next big thing. Is that
What do you mean visualizations for them?
you could see him as a little like animation.
Typing away, doing the code.
Yeah, like that's the big thing that everyone's on. Like,
I've not seen that, but that would be pretty funny. It's like Mr. Clippy again.
no, that's exactly what they're all like excited about.
All right.
Two minutes, 30 seconds left. Oh, blockchain vein. Odious Peter MXAK.
Second last game. Oh, yeah, right. Blockchain Bane took out the actual streak pot.
Yeah.
I thought he just when did he take out the streak pot? That must have been ages ago.
Yeah, you took it out like right in the beginning of the game.
Oh no! I was too busy trying to find his streak win. I missed my entry.
Mm.
I wonder what it was up to. Do you remember what it was up to? The 5x?
Only think like $100.
Oh, yeah. Well
Let's
done.
see who wins this one. All right, that's it. Well, it was a pretty good game.
Hell yeah.
Thanks everyone for participating today. It's a pretty good game. Bitcoin's heading back above 69,000. We are surpassing our bear wick candle. It's looking up for the day right now.
That would be pretty great. I hope so.
All
Fingers
right.
crossed.
I'll see you later. Take care and
Cheers.
enjoy your day. Bye bye.